everyone, and welcome back. If you just finished watching day 14, I guess, of Vlogmas, I'm literally picking you up right back where I left you off, which is in my bed, wearing the same shirt I slept in last night. But it's 9 a.m. now on the 13th of December, so wow, where is this month going? I just made myself some breakfast. I just did some scrambled eggs and toast, nothing too fancy. But anyway, I was rudely awakened this morning at 6:15 by a bunch of cars that were out honking on the street, like the main street that's closer to where I live, so I was a little annoyed by that. I slept in an extra hour, like, later than I wanted to, but I'm gonna go over to Rose Wolf Coffee now, a coffee shop with no track record of crazy men coming in and performing card tricks, because it's only been there for 2 weeks, so they don't have a record of anything yet, really, except that I like them from the couple times that I've been there. Oh, and I don't know if I told you about the cha-cha thing, but I did speak to the store manager on the phone, who was extremely apologetic. She already sent me like a gift card and stuff and told me that she was in a meeting while the whole thing was happening, and one of the employees, like, and she had told them like it was an important meeting not to interrupt her, and then so finally one of them went in and was like, "I'm sorry, you gotta help us get this guy out of the store." They even ended up calling the police to try to get him to leave because he wasn't leaving initially, so anyway, like, I appreciated them reaching out though and acknowledging that it was in fact like a crazy situation. I'm gonna go head over there now and do some work for a little bit. I also wanted to show you guys something that I ordered from Amazon that I ordered specifically for a Vlogmas video that I want to do. So this is it. This is the little prop that I ordered, and I would love if you guys guess down below what you think I will be using this for. It kind of has something to do with like my past life as an editor, so yeah, I don't know. I think you guys will really enjoy it. I'm in the process of finalizing the concept of that video, and it'll likely go live probably like the last week of Vlogmas, so something to keep an eye out for. And yeah, I'm going to get dressed. I don't think I'm gonna do my makeup because today I think I want to film the Instagram chooses my makeup portion of Vlogmas that I wanted to do. So if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that last week I ran some polls on my Insta stories of different products that, you know, 2 different types of foundation, and I put the poll feature up so you guys actually voted on which products you wanted me to use. So I will be doing my makeup according to what you guys wanted to see. So that's really exciting. So more of that later in this video, and let's get dressed and head off to Rosewood now. Can you guys see what's happening right now? Snow. Freaking snow. I can't. It's 3:45 and I am going to be meeting Alana, who is an editor at makeup.com, for drinks at 6:30, so now would be the time for me to go do the Instagram chooses my makeup portion of the video. I'm just having so much trouble like moving lately once I'm sitting somewhere, and the fact that it's dark and it's not even 4 is not helping, so let's go get the softbox lights all set up so we can see what we're doing and put some makeup on my very, like, no, my skin's not that bad actually, but let's put some makeup on it. I've turned the softbox light on. If you guys didn't know that I use these when I film videos, that was probably pretty fun to watch me set it up like that. Basically, I'm going to be sharing on the screen some of the screenshots of the results that I got from when I ran this poll over on my Instagram, and I'm going to be using the products that you guys chose to put on my face. I don't have my normal like mirror setup over here, so if you see me like occasionally glancing at this, that's gonna be what that is. And let's go ahead and start with primer. So the 2 that I had you guys choose between were the Glossier Priming Moisturizer and the Pixi Beauty Flash Balm, and Glossier won 95 votes for Glossier to 71 votes for Pixi. So yeah, I really do like the Glossier Priming Moisturizer. The Pixie one feels a little bit thicker, I think, is the best way to compare the two. So the Glossier one really is like pretty much just a translucent base. It's like a really lightweight moisturizer that you can put on before you put your other makeup on, which I really like it. So for foundation, I had you guys choose between the Fenty Beauty foundation and the Glossier Skin Tint, which to be fair isn't really a foundation, but these are the only like foundation type products that I have. Fenty Beauty actually won. I got 120 votes for Fenty Beauty and 47 votes for Glossier, so that is what we are going to be using today. I really love this foundation. This is a semi-matte foundation, so if you have dry skin, it can be really good for that. The shade match I find to be pretty accurate. I'm shade 170, and I'll link all of these products that I'm using down in the description box so you guys can see. And then actually, I normally wouldn't use concealer with this foundation, but I wanted to throw it up there in case you guys chose the Glossier Skin Tint. But I might need a little bit under my eye, and then I've got kind of a zit going on there. So your two options were Tarte's Shape Tape and Glossier's Stretch Concealer. Shape Tape got 122 votes and Glossier Stretch Concealer got 47. So here they are again. The Stretch Concealer is a much more wet concealer and the Shape Tape is a much more matte concealer, which is what I prefer. I've had this Glossier concealer I think since like 2016, and I still have tons of it left. Like, I have not hit pan or even come close. Like, I really only use it if I need to retouch and I can't find this. So I really am just adding a tiny bit of the concealer to these extra spots. I mentioned also in I guess it was another Vlogmas video, that I was running out of that concealer, and I have yet to order it from Ulta because I'm waiting to get paid. The day that you guys are watching this, I will have been paid, so I probably will have ordered it again by then. But it's an Ulta exclusive, so that's why I can't just like go to Sephora and get it. I'd have to go to Ulta, which is all the way on the Upper East Side, and ain't nobody got time for that. Okay, and next up that you guys voted on was contour. So your options were the Makeup Forever Sculpting Kit or the Fenty Beauty Matchsticks, and Fenty Beauty got 122 votes and Makeup Forever got 39. So Fenty it is. I love that you guys love the Fenty because I also love the Fenty. I do just love the Fenty contour stick. I think it's so fun to play with. I used to be really scared of using the contour sticks, but I'm not anymore. And it honestly is just such a smooth application, and I feel like it blends out really nicely too. So what's not to love? It just has one of those pretty buttery and easy to blend out formulas, and I feel like it's one of those things where if you make a mistake, you can kind of use the brush to either bring it up more or bring it down, depending on what you want your contour to look like. But yeah, I like the glow that it adds to the skin. I kind of just buff it out with this brush using kind of circular motions, but ultimately trying to keep it in a straight line. So far you guys have been picking the ones that have kind of been my go-tos that I've been wanting you to choose, but I was a little surprised about this one. So this is my Bare Minerals Gen Nude blush in the shade Let's Go Nude, which is kind of what I was hoping you guys would choose, but everyone can't resist Glossier's Cloud Paint. This is the shade Dusk, so these two shades are pretty similar. They're much more peachy neutral blushes rather than more pinky blushes, which is kind of what I've been feeling right now just in the colder months. And I guess this was actually kind of a close one. So Glossier's Cloud Paint got 109 votes and then Bare Minerals got 61. So Bare Minerals, still love you, no worries, but I guess we're gonna play with Glossier's Cloud Paint. The reason Cloud Paint isn't one of my favorites is because I find Glossier's products, most of them, to be really user-friendly, and this is one that I just like don't always love. Also, like, I would use this more as a kind of subtle contour if I was doing it, so I wouldn't necessarily pair this blush with the contour, but for today's video, that's what we're doing. Oh god, I feel like that's already so much. And I'm like balancing my tiny mirror on my hand. Okay, let me organize myself real quick. So I just put a little bit on my finger, and then it's basically just like adult finger painting. So I guess I'm gonna use the viewfinder to do this. Do you see what I mean? Like, I would use this color actually more as a contour. I'm just bringing it up a little bit more, and I'll dab some more on the center of my cheeks to create kind of a more bronzy look rather than a more blushy look. I just feel like it looks like I have a lot of bronzer on my face going on, so odd. This might not go that well. I'm just trying to center that warmth a little more on the apple of my cheeks rather than have it kind of do double duty as a contour, which is what I think I thought I was gonna be doing. What I think I thought. Okay, so as you can see, that kind of just added a more subtle glow to my cheek area, but I think I might have to like brush this out with a buffing brush. This is currently making me very sad that I'm not tan in any way, shape, or form right now. Like, when is my next vacation? Okay, so next was brows, and I kind of gave you guys two different combinations because I have been having trouble just using one brow product lately. So I decided to give you guys a choice of two different combinations. The first is my everyday go-to. It's the NYX Micro Brow Pencil and the Glossier Boy Brow in brown. And the other one is this Profusion Brow Palette, which actually has the brow primer here and then the different shades for your brows over here. It also has a brush that comes with just a spoolie, and then the way it works is you apply the primer first and then you dip the powder onto the brush and then you kind of just color in your brows the way you normally would. And I only got 33 votes for this Profusion palette and I got 130 for my kind of go-to everyday one. So yeah, I honestly don't actually have a preference really for either of these products slash combinations right now. It just so happens that I have been enjoying playing with both of them. The Profusion brow gel actually works pretty well too, but I'm kind of used to having the pencil and then my boy brow gel to go over it. All right, we are making progress here. What's next? Oh, okay, eyeshadow. So before I apply eyeshadow, I didn't have a primer choice for you guys because I just use the same Urban Decay one all the time, but I definitely find it helpful to have an eyeshadow primer. I find like generally it does actually make the shadows last a bit longer and kind of prevents creasing, which when you're layering a bunch of eyeshadow products is kind of a concern of mine too. So I was very interested in the outcome of this. Oh, that is a different palette. So the first palette that I put up to vote on was the Sienna's palette from Profusion. As you can see, it's a very warm toned palette. You guys have seen me use this before. And then the other palette that I put up was, I have to open this one so you guys can see, the Morphe palette. I believe this is the, oh, my light, okay. This is the 35P palette, so this is the plum one, and there's so many gorgeous, much more cool toned, but like slightly warmer actually in this bottom area, tones that I think would be really fun to play with, and I have not done a look using this palette for you guys on my channel yet, so since it lost, spoiler alert, this palette got 62 votes and the Sienna's palette got 100, but I will definitely try to make it a point to do something with this palette in a new video coming to you in 2019, which is very soon. But in the meantime, I will use the Sienna's palette. I do love this palette, you guys. I think it's such good value for money. I believe it's $9.99 at Target. Like, what's not to love? And the shades are just all really gorgeous and pigmented, which I love. So since I'm not feeling anything too dramatic today, I think I'm gonna be sticking mostly to these upper shimmer shades and maybe some of these neutrals over here. So to start off, I'm gonna take some of Polite and maybe mix in a little bit of Adventurous and kind of just add that all over my lid. Okay, I kind of like where we're going with this. I'm feeling like slightly more saucy than I was a minute ago, so let's see what else we can do to kind of jazz this look up. I've used the shade Oasis before and really enjoyed it. It's kind of like a peachy shade, so I might just pop that into my crease as more of a transition shade, if you will, and see how that plays out. I feel like actually this works out well because the contour and the blush shade that you guys chose, it's all kind of got that peachy neutral vibe to it. So I like where we're going with this a lot. And then let's see, what else can I do? I'm gonna take a little bit more of Polite right underneath my brow just to kind of blend that out a little bit with some lighter color. Also, if you ever feel like you've put too much eyeshadow on, I know you guys always hear me say to put on a little bit and you can always add, but just try blending as much as possible. Like, a lot of times I get frustrated with my eyeshadow, and 90% of the time the problem is that I haven't blended it out enough. So that already looks a lot more subtle than it did a minute ago, but I really like where we're going with this. Do I dare put like a darker color in the crease? Like, how crazy are we feeling today? I think if I were to do any color in the crease, it would either be this one, this is Fearless, or Daring. Oh my god, both of those have such like appropriate names for like how I'm feeling right now. Let's just try a little bit of Fearless and we'll see how it goes. Okay, and here's the result of both eyes have Fearless in the corner now, and I went ahead and blended even a little bit more. Like I said, can never really hurt, can only help. And now I just need to decide on a shimmer shade. So what I like about this palette also is that it has a really good mix of shimmer and matte shades. I'm kind of feeling something in these three, really nice on top of this. So I'm gonna use my finger to do this and just kind of pop it in the center of the eye, and if anything, bring it a little more towards the inner corner. Next up was mascara, and someone actually DM'd me when I put these polls up and was like, where's Glossier Lash Slick? And I was like, I use that one all the time, so I'm just trying to change it up here a little bit, you guys. So the mascaras that I had you vote between were the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, and this is a new one that I got from, was it my Space NK box? Yeah, it's from Rodial. It's the Glamo Lash Mascara XXL. So I was excited to test this one out, but you guys love a drugstore classic, so the L'Oreal product got 112 votes and the Rodial got 49. So I'll have to test this out for you some other time, because today I am giving the people what they want, because this is a democracy here and Merry Austenmas, by the way. Comment below to enter the giveaways if you haven't already. And last but not least, and this product is at the end, not really because it's the last thing I applied, but just because I forgot to add it to the polls and I voted on it last, and so yeah, so this is last. But anyway, the last thing is highlight, and I had you guys vote between, I can't open it now. I had you guys vote between Becca Cosmetics Prosecco Pop, which is an old favorite of mine. I have a whole tutorial on it, which I will link on the screen in case you want to check it out, and the Profusion Sculpt and Glow Kit. I really like this one because you actually get contour and highlight in the same palette, which is great. It also gives you this brush, which I have not tested out yet, but it's nice that you get a brush too. And I got 113 votes for this palette and only 47 for the Becca Cosmetics, but that's fair because you guys have seen me use that a bunch, so why not do something different today? Here are the shades that we have to choose from. I kind of am leaning towards Smashing since we've got a peachy thing happening here, but I'm wondering if Glazed or Fizz might add a little bit more balance to the look since it is really peachy. So I'm gonna go with Glazed because it's a more toned color. It's a more cool toned color than Fizz. Fizz is a lot warmer, and I think that the Glazed is just kind of more neutral and might balance this out a little bit better. Alright, so I just went ahead and applied that to the high points of my face. I think you guys can see this is a pretty glittery highlight, so this is definitely more, in my opinion, for nights out. I find that if you're looking for a more daytime highlighter, cream highlighters work a lot better. I just didn't feel like doing a cream highlighter in this video because #extra, but cream highlighters are great because you can use your finger to kind of work it into the skin and blend it out, but you know, I'm going out for drinks, so this is good. This is all good. This is the finished face, and I'm just gonna hop off camera, do my hair real quick so you can get more of a full effect look, and I will be right back. And here is the finished makeup look based on products that you guys chose on my Instagram. I really like it. I don't think it's anything too out of the ordinary from what I do on a day-to-day basis. I think the eyes are kind of the more dramatic part of it. I also realized I didn't do like a lip product. That's because this week my lips are dry and it's winter and I'm using Aquaphor, so that's the lip product. There isn't really anything to choose there unless you want to choose Aquaphor versus Vaseline. I don't really know what the difference there is. But yeah, I really enjoyed this challenge and putting this look together for you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments of how it turned out. Let me know what other beauty or makeup videos you might want to see from me, either over the next few weeks or maybe early next year, that I can start planning and working on for you. I definitely enjoy these kind of challenge videos in a sense. I think it changes up like my normal everyday stuff or just the same old get ready with me. So yeah, I'm totally open to playing around and doing other things too. And yeah, let me take you guys off the tripod. So weird that I don't have to do like a proper outro or anything. By the way, if you want to see how I did my hair, I have a video on my hair routine that you guys can check out. And now time to break the fourth wall, put the tripod away. Watch how dark my room is gonna get when I turn off this light. It's like midnight all of a sudden, so yeah, gotta love these lights for that. All right, it is time to head back into Manhattan. Not back, was I in Manhattan today? I was not in Manhattan. It's time to head into Manhattan. Just meeting up with Alana for a drink at Brazen Fox by Union Square. My extra eyeshadow right now. I'm into it. Hello, it's Austen from the future, and I keep forgetting to film outros. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Vlogmas video, and don't forget to enter in the giveaways, comment below #MerryAustenmas if you haven't already. I still have 2 more boxes of stuff to send out to you guys, and I've got some good stuff, so yeah, you should definitely do that. And I hope you all enjoyed this one. Let me know again if there's anything in the coming weeks you want to be seeing from me, and other than that, I will see you guys again tomorrow. And I will be in this exact same setup because I forgot to film an outro, and this is where I was gonna start Friday's vlog. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Bye.